everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Elise, welcome. Today I'm going to show you guys my everyday kind of minimal makeup routine. So what I did right before this is I washed my face and I moisturized, put on some eye cream, and I'll show you guys what I used. Okay, so every single morning I wash my face with this cleanser. My dermatologist recommended it to me. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's about $20 on Amazon, and this really helps clear my skin. So if you're dealing with acne, I would maybe recommend this. Maybe try it out. It's not too expensive, and like I did say, my dermatologist recommended it. And then I moisturized with this moisturizer. You can just get this at your local drugstore. I have oily skin, so I use one for oily skin. And then I just applied this eye cream underneath my eyes, and I love this eye cream. It's super moisturizing. And yeah, I just also wetted my beauty blender, so let's go put on some makeup so we don't look like this anymore. Okay guys, let's look a little bit better. Okay, so for my everyday makeup routine, I don't wear foundation just because I feel no need to wear foundation. I'd rather just have light coverage, not a lot of makeup on. I don't really want anything heavy, especially since it's summer. So I usually just use concealer. I put it underneath my eyes and then spot conceal, but lately I haven't really even been spot concealing either because I just want my skin to breathe. I don't really want to break out, and luckily my skin has been doing very, very well so far. Knock on wood. So, also if I'm looking over here, I do have a mirror right here, but I will probably be using this mirror as well. So, the first product that I'm going to use is the Infallible Full Wear L'Oreal Concealer. This is a newer concealer. I've seen it out for a few months now. I am in the shade 325 Eggshell. And I really like this concealer. It's a really good color for me personally. And I find it very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, which like everyone loves, and I used to use also, but I picked this up last time I was at Ulta, and I've loved it, and I don't even reach my Tarte Shape Tape anymore, so it's more affordable, it's less money, so hey, I'm here for it. So I am going to just put this underneath my eyes. It's kind of like a little U shape underneath there, and then usually just put a little bit underneath my nose because I have redness there. And then at first this is going to look a little cray because I'm just going to kind of blend it out with my fingers. For some reason, whenever I do this with my fingers, I used to just go in with my beauty blender, but it just kind of gives a more like natural finish. And it's not going to look this like crazy white when I blend it out and then put some powder on either. So bear with me for a second. I just tried this one time and I really like how it comes out. I feel like I get more coverage too out of the concealer. I think I saw a YouTuber do this, like this technique, and I feel like I said, I just get better coverage and more out of my concealer when I do it like this. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go in. Oh my god, I look ridiculous. So now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and blend all of this out. And this may look a little lighter, or a little light for me, but it does blend in. I might have to switch to a different shade eventually though, since it is summer. And I will be getting a little darker. Not that I'm really dark at all though. So yeah. I kind of just bring it over my nose. And then just blend it in. And sometimes I don't apply anywhere. I just kind of let that be because it's pretty good coverage. But I think I'm going to apply a little bit more. Might as well, right? And then we'll blend that out. And I really try to get it in the inner corner and then kind of blend out that way, because I feel like that's where I personally have the most darkness for my under eye circles. So yeah. Okay, so that's looking all blended out. Next step for me would be powder. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a pressed powder. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I've been using this powder for years now. They have a kind of a line for oily skin, which, as I mentioned before, I do have oily skin myself, and then they have a line for people with dry skin, so it's kind of like a dewier finish. So that's really nice. So I just put this underneath my eyes, over my eyes. Like I said, I get pretty oily. I know a lot of people don't set their concealer if they're just doing concealer, but I personally have to, just because I get so oily, and then I just kind of put it over the rest of my face. And then we're going to curl lashes. Get ready for mascara. And I'm one of those crazy gals that uses 2 mascaras. So the first mascara that I will be using is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Extensions. I have been using this mascara for quite some time now. As you can see, most things that I've been using, or that I'm using in this makeup tutorial, I've been using for quite a long time. I just don't really switch up my products if they're working very well for me, because, like, you know, why? If they're working well, you know, might as well. And plus, a lot of the things that I do use are drugstore, because I always go for a more affordable option first, and then if I need to do high-end, then I will. But yeah, I'd rather do more affordable, just because, you know, don't want to break the bank. But yeah, I've never used a high-end mascara. I just don't really find a need for it. I find that most drugstore options, or if not all the ones that I've tried, do just the same as a high-end mascara does, and I just will save the 10 to 15, however many dollars it is, so you can put it towards something else, you know? Yeah. I feel like I always get mascara on my eyelids, always, no matter what. That's just one of my specialties, huh? I literally have a huge thing of Q-tips in my bathroom, because no matter what, I get mascara on my eyelids, and I'm not walking out of the house like that. Yeah. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do on my brows, so what I do first, well, I'll show you what I'm using first. So I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I use the brow gel that goes with it, the Gimme Brow. I'm in shade 3.5. So I'm a little crazy. Well, first I'll brush through my brows. But I go in with the brow gel first, just because I feel like it really lays down my brow hairs and gives me like kind of a good outline. So when I do outline, or not outline, fill in my brows, so now I'm going to go in and fill in my brows. Yeah. So I feel like you guys don't know too much about me. My name, like I said earlier, if you didn't know, my name is Elise. I am 19 years old. I'm about to be 20. My birthday's in less than a month. I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I go to the University of Illinois. I am majoring in speech and hearing science. So with that degree, I will either become a speech pathologist or an audiologist. Ah, messed up. So I'm not quite sure yet on which one I want to do, like whether I want to lean more towards audiology or speech pathology, to both rhyme. But yeah, right now I am leaning a little bit more towards speech pathology, but this summer I do plan to job shadow some people, so I kind of get the feel also what the actual job will be like, because I feel like you'd never really know until you job shadow someone, because it's such a hands-on job, and also the setting of where you work is so important, because if you're working with children versus like elderly people, senior citizens, whoever, it's going to be drastically different, whether the techniques you use, the things you prescribe, the different just advice that you give them. So I feel like that also, both of those factors are very important. Job shadowing, one, and also job shadowing in different settings, whether it's in a hospital, in a school, even just in a like nursing home. So I'm very excited to do that, because luckily my mother knows lots of people, but she knows an audiologist who works in her own private practice, so I will be job shadowing her once or twice, and then she also knows a speech pathologist that works she actually knows a few that work in the school system, and then she knows either one or two, but at least one that works in the hospital setting. So I do plan to job shadow both of them, because a lot of people say that at first they want to work with kids and work in the school system, but then once they do their clinicals, because you have to do, I think, either a semester or 2 semesters of clinicals. I don't know whether it's in grad school or undergrad. I think grad school, though. That at first, like I said, they want to be with children, but then they work in the hospital setting and job shadow there and do their clinicals there, and they like fall in love with it, and that they end up doing the hospital setting. So I think that'll be very, very interesting. But like I said, first I need to decide which route I want to take. Luckily, the curriculum for both majors are very, very similar. They only differ in a few classes, and so far the classes that I have taken will work for either or. So yeah, that's very, very, very good. But yeah, a little bit about me. Yes. So next I'm going to go in with my second mascara. I use the Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's by L'Oreal. Once again, drugstore. I don't use any high-end mascaras. I'm sure that everyone has heard about this. Great mascara. Everyone says it's a dupe for the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara. Personally, I've never used. Love this mascara though. It's amazing. It's great. And I don't know. People always ask me like what mascara I use, how I get my eyelashes so long, and like personally, I think I have like long eyelashes, but definitely not the longest I've ever seen. But this is a funny story. When I was in 8th grade, I watched like a 30-minute, literally probably 30-minute, tutorial on how to get like false-looking lashes with mascara. I've never worn false lashes before. They personally scare me just because I'm afraid that I'm gonna like rip off all my eyelashes, which I know is not gonna happen. Obviously, I don't know. I just choose not to. I guess all my friends wear them though, and I've always wanted to. I feel like they would look so good, like for going out and stuff. But yeah, I watched this mascara tutorial when I was in 8th grade, and it was literally 30 minutes long. And it showed you all like the different techniques on how to like lift your lashes with mascara, and it literally incorporated 3 mascaras in the makeup tutorial. And I remember I followed it like step by step, and I'm so happy because I had 2 out of the 3 mascaras. And ever since then, I've incorporated those tips into my everyday makeup routine, like doing them for mascara, and I feel like they really do make a difference. So yeah, I always kind of start at the root of my lashes and wiggle up, and as I'm wiggling up and applying the mascara, I kind of close my eyes, and I really feel like it lifts my lashes up. So yeah, I should see if that video is even still on YouTube. That's so funny. I just remember sitting there and doing it, and then looking at my lashes, and like, oh my god. But yeah, I probably did my mascara for like literally 45 minutes that day because I'm that crazy. Now, my lower lash line, I just kind of like wiggle it back and forth. And as I stated before, I literally get mascara everywhere. I don't know why, but it's very frustrating, if I do say so show myself. Alrighty, so we're almost done here. Next, I'm going to apply highlighter. This highlighter is a little beat up. It's broken. I've had it for quite a long time. It is the Wet n Wild Night Glow Highlighting Powder. It's in the shade Precious Petals. And let me tell you guys, this highlighter, amazing. It is so good. And it's literally only $5. It's one of the best highlighters I personally ever tried. I've been using this for a few years now. I've literally already hit pan on it. It's just so good. It's so pretty. It's so like vibrant and glowy. I don't know. I just love it. It's just so good. I'm just going to apply that on the cheekbones. I'm using an e.l.f. highlighting brush. So yeah, if you're looking for a new highlighter, I would definitely recommend this. It's just super good for only $5. Wet n Wild has really been killing the game so far. And then I apply way too much highlighter. Let's see here. And then my last thing for my makeup tutorial is going to be putting on some lip gloss. So I used to never buy, I'm more of a drugstore gal. I like buy high-end skincare and some foundations and primers and like eyeshadow palettes, but I had never bought like a high-end lip product. But when the Fenty gloss bombs, I think that's what they're called, I'm not quite sure though, but the Fenty lip glosses came out, I wanted them so bad. I love lip glosses. I've always loved lip glosses since I was little. So I got one in like a mini kit with a mini highlighter and loved it. So when the Sephora sale happened, I wanted to pick up the new one. It was called Fussy, and I love like light pink for my lips. So this is what I use every single day, and I love it. It's from Fenty Beauty. It's in the shade Fussy. It's super pretty, a really pretty pink. And what I love about this lip gloss is the fact that it's not, like obviously it's lip gloss, so it's like not, but it's not sticky. And it just gives your like lips the prettiest color and shine. And it just looks so freaking good. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys want to comment down below, tell me what your favorite makeup item is and whether you have more high-end or drugstore makeup. I feel like I definitely have a good mixture of both. I have more high-end skincare, face products like concealer, foundation, primers, and then eyeshadow palettes. Everything else I usually buy drugstore, so I'm kind of like half and half, I feel like. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As you can see, the highlighter is really popping. Like I said, highly recommended if you've never tried it before. They have lots of different shades. But yeah, thank you so much for all the subscribes, likes, comments. I appreciate it all so much. And thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!